WIAA Division III sectional tournament between the Zephyrs of St. Mary Catholic and the Algoma Wolves. Let's meet today's starting lineups. First, for the Zephyrs, leading off the center fielder, number 5, Luke Fairweather. Batting second, doing the pitching, number 9, Fisher McKenzie.
Interesting, that's their number 2.
Batting third, shortstop, number 4, Colin Migo. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 26, Joseph Carrillo. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 23, Jacob Ernstein. DHing for the third baseman, number 7, Ethan Cutts. Batting sixth and doing the catching, number 6, Mason Wagner. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 17, Aiden Burling. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 3, Grant Bazali. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 8, Ray Pingo. The head coach for St. Mary Catholic is Jeff Hardinson. And now let's meet the starting lineup for the Algoma Wolves. Lead off and doing the catching, number 15, Grant Vandervest. Batting second, the shortstop, number 9, Chase Rondon. Batting third, the first baseman, number 1, Parker Lishka. Batting fourth, and doing the pitching, number 11, Charlie Prakash. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 10, Carson Least. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 19, Jordan Fenado. Reaching for the right fielder, number 4, Dylan Tyler. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 7, Caden Neusel. Batting eighth, the left fielder, number 2, Jack Cole. And batting ninth, the center fielder, number 3, Braden Least. The head coach for Algoma is Jeff Denise. Your officials for today's contest, assigned by Mel Dow of the WIAA. Behind home plate is Mr. Roger Van Lin. At first base is Mr. Al Mappy. And at third base is Mr. Pat Latour. And now, fans, this time we ask that you please rise and remove your hats to honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new express lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for. Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
All right, gang, welcome in. Let's have a little bit of fun here today. Jason Zaleski, Bill Held, Rachel is back in action. She's got her nachos. That's sometimes what matters most. Got the Algoma Wolves and the St. Mary Catholic Zephyrs. This is a sectional semifinal. Winner here will play Bondwell, scheduled time 4 o'clock. That is a state qualifying game as Bondwell takes down Auburndale 2-1. Bondwell, Bill, has now scored 4 runs in the playoffs.
Yeah.
4. And they're in a sectional final.
Great pitching, Jason. Great pitching. That's the best thing about it. You know, the scores come down to what they do. Sometimes they're high-scoring games, sometimes lower scoring. One way or another, though, they seem to come out on top. That's what the reality is. As 2 teams meet, one team walks out with a win, and it's been Bondwell every time thus far, and now one step away and waiting the winner of this year game.
Got a score update over in Kaukauna. That game that I'm talking about here is Notre Dame and Mosinee. That's Division II sectional semifinal baseball, scheduled for 10 a.m. They ended up starting just about a half hour ago, and it is Notre Dame leading Mosinee 1-0, top of the third. Otherwise, we've had winners at all of our other 5 sectional locations, and we'll go through those during our broadcast here today. Here's Luke Fairweather as he matches up against Charlie Prokash, pitching for the Wolves today. Checking in on those watching our broadcast. Thank you all for watching. And ads you're going to see in between innings are going to be Central Wisconsin based. But what I want you all to do is send us messages either in the group chat here on YouTube, or if you want to message Jason at ZaleskiSports.com. Let us know who you're cheering for, where you're watching from, and we'll give some local flavor that way. So thanks to St. Mary Catholic and for Algoma School District. Both of the school districts teaming up here to make sure you get to watch this one live and free. So we appreciate, again, Algoma School District and St. Mary Catholic Schools that care a lot about their athletics here today and wanted you to watch for free since you weren't able to make it to Gillett. You know, and I think about that too. The folks in Algoma probably could have drove through Neenah, picked up folks from St. Mary and just drove over here together, right? Leadoff base hit for Luke Fairweather. All right, Luke, get yourself on base, buddy. Again, pitching for the Wolves, Charlie Prokash. And into that end, again, we're new here to Algoma and St. Mary Catholic Baseball in 2024. If we're saying these names wrong, drop us a note in the chat, those of you watching on a mobile device. As Adam said, Prokash throws fire. Well, fire was returned to center field by Fairweather. Here's Fisher McKenzie, starting pitcher for the Zephyrs today. And stolen base is going to be there. Throw comes in high from the catcher, Grant Vandervest, and a stolen base for Fairweather. Yeah, well, if that's what it, yeah. Again, Algoma here as the home team. They're the 5 seed out of this sectional. 6 seed Zephyrs. Throw over to second and in time. The out is recorded. Caden Newsel throws over to Parker Lishka for the first out of the inning. Over to third goes Fairweather.
Game moving pretty fast so far. Moving right around the bases. On base, get him over again. Looking to open the game up with the first scoring opportunity.
Here's Colin Neagle, RBI opportunity. Greg says he's watching from Italy. Says, go Wolves. There we go. We had a guy from Antarctica in the last game.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I never saw that picture.
Right, yeah. It was not proven. It was just an accusation. Aaron watching from Austin, Texas. I'll tell you, man, Austin, one of the most beautiful cities in our country. People there are weird, but they say keep it weird, Austin, right? Yeah, Aaron knows that.
Nice block.
Yeah. Block down there by Vandervest.
That always impresses me, obviously. I spent a lot of time around the baseball game, but just catchers able to get their bodies in position to control a baseball as it's bouncing in, coming in every different direction from different velocities.
And strikeout as Prokash, there was fire, and he sits down Colin Eagle. So here's Joe Perillo, right fielder for the Zephyrs. First strikeout today for Prokash. Left-handed batting Perillo. Just looking around the diamond here, Bill, where are the Bondwell Bears watching from?
Typically, for me anyway,
Yeah.
the last couple of years we've been in the sectionals the last 3 years, and all 3 years I get them away from the field between games.
The players.
The players.
Get them somewhere else?
Get them out of here.
Okay.
It's too long a day to sit around in between for 2.5 to 3 hours and then get them back ready to go again. So I usually found a park and had some parents and businesses get us some food in between, relax for a while in the shade, and then come back here in about the 6th inning to start really thinking baseball again and amping yourself up.
School is right down the hill, so maybe in a conference room or a study hall in there, relaxing, getting some air conditioning.
Yeah, I mean, when we did it in Crandon, it didn't work out that we got to play a second game, but we went and found us a city park nearby.
Sure.
And the same when we played in Crivets, it ended up we had back-to-back games, so we didn't need a place to go. Last year, though, in Shiocton, again, we found a city park with a couple of shady places and facilities you can hang out with some food and some fruit.
2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. And going around is Perillo. Procash strikes out 2. They strand Fairweather at third. And the top of the first is over. Algoma coming to bat, bottom of the inning. Right up next on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
"2023 was a year of change, innovation, building something new, and teamwork. The H&S legacy is evolving, and we're carrying it forward, designing equipment that helps farmers get the job done, looking ahead to the future of farming while staying true to the values that have brought us this far and made us who we are today. H&S, strong heritage, strong people, stronger future."
For the Wolves, bottom of the first inning, Grant Vandervest, Chase Ramdeen, and Parker Lishka. Top of the order for the Wolves. Algoma is managed by Jeff Demuse. And St. Mary Catholic managed by Jeff Hoganson. We get a Jeff v. Jeff coaches matchup today. It's always good to know. I got the coach to my right, Bill Hound, manager, skipper for the Amherst Falcons Baseball Club. You see what he's saying? I can't hear him. I had that happen to me in Auburndale. Somebody wanted to have a whole conversation right in the middle of my broadcast. I'm like, I don't know what I'm supposed to tell you, lady, but I'm in the middle of talking to people at home here.
Yep.
People don't realize sometimes what's going on around them. So again, pitching for the Zephyrs is Fisher McKenzie.
Yeah, Fisher McKenzie, from what we've seen, he really generally sits between 77 to 80 miles an hour, throws a lot of curveballs, mixes it in well. Sometimes struggles with control on that curveball. He's better at putting it in the dirt and making the hitter chase after it rather than getting it in the strike zone. Just an overall good player, though, and really St. Mary Catholic, they carry themselves well. Like, they're ready to play ball at any given moment. So really excited to see how this works out and hoping Fisher can have a nice day for him.
And here's the catcher, Grant Vandervest. Lead it off for the Wolves. Pretty good contingent from both communities here. This one blasted into left field. That'll get down and a leadoff base hit for Vandervest and the Wolves. You know, I haven't had the opportunity to see either team this year, so I'm here as an observer in this one too, and I'm going to learn as I go. Relying on the people that are watching at home to fill us in on what's going on. Again, winner here, here's what we do know. Winner here will play Bondwell, scheduled 4 o'clock pitch time. And winner goes to state. Bunt laid down by Ramdeen, and nice charge over from the corner. Ethan Plutz guns down Ramdeen, but the bunt does the job. It gets Vandervest into scoring position. Here's Parker Lishka. Our very own Steve Maves complains all the time about the art of bunting being dead, but we've seen a lot of bunts here in Gillette today.
Yeah, it's been fun, game 1 and 2, with a lot of bunting already involved. And one thing I think it's warranted, certainly in this case. Mason Wagner behind the plate for St. Mary Catholic has a fantastic arm.
Chopper, foul. Algoma beat WIAA Fremont 7-3 in a regional semifinal, and then won the regional championship over Brillion 7-5. For St. Mary Catholic, they got past Velders in their opening round game, and then took down the number 3 seed Kewanee 1-0. They really beat up on Velders, 19-0 in 5 innings. But then a close one, like I said, 1-0 against Kewanee to make it here to Gillett today. Did I say that wrong?
I think they also had Shiocton in there too.
I'm sorry, you're right. And then beat Shiocton 12-2 and 5.
Yeah, they took care of that one. It was just a great baseball game. They hit the ball well. There's not much denying that when you hit the ball like that, it's tough to get you.
Parker Lishka goes down swinging. Here's Charlie Prokash with 2 outs. Runner in scoring position is Grant Vandervest. Now, Bill here keeping me honest with the scorebook. Romden, got it, Greg. Thank you. Romden in the 2-hole.
I make that same edit.
Yeah, well,
N's and M's.
Don't like saying the names wrong, I can tell you that much. Time called by Prokash. Patty checking in. Cheering for the Zephyrs. Yeah, I caught on to the name here. Chucky Two Sticks, right? Number 11. Chucky Two Sticks at the dish. I like it. Big fan of that one.
Very baseball-y. I like it.
Oh, yeah. Outside corner, just hit it. They call that the Hall of Fame black. Nice pitch there from McKenzie.
That's the pitch. If you can live there and be consistent in that spot, it makes you awfully difficult to hit.
2-strike pitch stays away. Count even at 2-2 here with 2 outs in the first.
Kind of noting that pitch too, his curveball. It's fun how every pitch, every pitcher has a little bit different look from that curveball slider. His is more of a slurve where it really does go horizontally away.
In the dirt, plucked out by Mason Wagner. Keeps Vandervest on the bag at second.
Let's go, Sticks!
See? I'm making this up, man. Everybody knows he's Sticks. Bouncer right back to McKenzie, and he'll underhand it.
Brought the bat with him. That makes it easier to put it away at the end.
Underhanded to Aiden Burling for the 3rd out of the inning. Well, you know, you just want to be efficient as a housekeeper, and that's step number 1, taking the trash out with you. 1 in the books. We are scoreless from Gillett on Zaleski Sports.
Jam.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
For the Zephyrs in the 2nd inning, Ernsting, Wagner, and Burling all due up. Scoreless through 1. Each team sent 4 to the plate. Each team a runner stranded after a leadoff base hit in the inning. Catcher Grant Vandervest left on base to run. And just now coming out You know, sometimes you just can't find that right shin guard is the problem. You thought you put it here, but while you were out there, somebody couldn't find his bat. He was digging around under the bench, moved your shin guard, and now there's problems.
You know the dugout's only so darn big. How many nooks and crannies can there be?
Well, I know how this is. Leist. Okay, Leist. Now we're getting some pronunciations here. So Carson Leist will lead off the second for Algoma. There we go. And ball put in play. And Jacob Ernsting is retired. Chase Romden throws across to Parker Lishka for the first out of the inning.
First pitch swinging, trying to ambush him, and you know, sometimes that's a good move. Sometimes it can really play to your advantage. And here, just a good hard ground ball to short, but a good baseball play.
Mason Wagner now, the catcher. Catcher sees breaking ball for a strike.
Sticks is on the mound.
Sticks is on the mound. Two sticks. Two sticks on the mound, hits the inside corner, and it's quickly no balls, 2 strikes now to the catcher Wagner. Yeah, big fan of the nicknames. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 3 for Charlie Prokash. 2 sticks, has 3 Ks. And there are 2 outs in the second for the first baseman, Aiden Burling. Some of the biggest fans in Algoma made their way over here. I vacationed in Algoma last August. We did some salmon fishing over there. And just some other thing. There was Algoma Days going on, so the town festival was happening. We had a really nice time. Here is Burling on the infield, caught by the second baseman, Caden Newsel, and a quick 1-2-3 effort for the Wolves to retire the Zephyrs in the second. It'll be Leist, Fenendul, and Newsel coming up for the Wolves.
Just a 6-pitch inning. Let's keep this efficiency rolling. We're going to catch right up from that late 1 hour time frame delay in that first game.
More baseball coming up next on Zaleski Sports.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's Fat Bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
Carson Leist, Jordan Fenendul, and Caden Newsel. There we go. Just got to get familiar with the Algoma names, and then we're good to go. You know, we need 1 lap through the lineup, and then usually we're pretty good after that. Fenendale. I think that's what we're going with. On deck is Jordan, and here is Carson Leist. Swings at the high heat from Fisher McKenzie for the first strike. Hot and humid in Gillett today. Looking at 80 degrees, perhaps, if we're not there, coming there. Yep, 80 on the dot right now here in Gillett. Another swing and a miss. Down goes Leist, and there is 1 away. Second strikeout today for Fisher McKenzie. And here's the DH, Jordan Fenendal. Humid day here today as well. First kind of double duo as far as that's concerned. This one on the infield. Shortstop Neagle coming in and makes the catch. And there are 2 up and 2 down. There you go, Bill.
We are moving along, man. Moving right along. And obviously, you want to have good quality at bats, but being aggressive early in the count does increase your chances to see a fastball and to get a pitch to hit. So can't blame the kids for being aggressive, especially when the blood's flowing and you're feeling the juices in a playoff game at sectionals.
Blood's flowing here too. 80 degrees, 63% humidity. It's a summer day in Wisconsin. And the first, we've had 80, but it's been 30% humidity. This is the first subtropical day. Caden Newsel takes a strike from McKenzie. Told we had a small rain shower come through our sectional site in Marshfield a few minutes ago, as this one is lofted over to Aiden Burling, and a 1-2-3 inning in the second. 6 up, 6 down from top to bottom in the second inning, and we will move to the third inning right after this on Zaleski Sports.
I'm State Representative John Spiros. I've been on the front lines fighting against the radical, woke agenda, which is trying to tear apart our state and our families. Dangerous policies like defunding the police, open borders, and runaway taxes. As a veteran and former police officer, I know how important upholding the rule of law is for our communities. That's why I've stood up against radical ideas and held the line against the free-spending liberals in Madison. In the August 13th primary, I'm asking for your vote to keep a proven conservative working for us in Madison. After all, if you don't vote to protect our liberties, who will?
Vote John Spiros for State Assembly. Paid for by Spiros for Assembly.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chili, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care, plus work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you, and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com.
8-9-1 for the Zephyrs as we start the third inning. Grant Brazel, Ray Pingle, and then back to the top in Luke Fairweather. As Brazel sends that one in foul territory, nearly to the parking lot up the right field side. The Chucky Two Sticks cheering section still alive and well. Just to the right of us.
Chucky, Two Sticks, Charlie. Just a lot of excitement. Looks like, I love the young energy from baseball fans.
Curveball drops in. Nice pitch from Prokash. 1-0 Notre Dame over Mosney. Bottom of the fourth inning. That a Division II sectional. And foul up the right field line. Over in Rosholt, Pacelli and Gibraltar are paused for rain. Some storms moving through the Portage County area. In Marshfield, River Falls leads Hudson 6-2. There was a time Hudson was the number 1 ranked team in Division I. Swing and a miss, and down goes Brazel for the first out of the inning. Strikeout number 4 for Chucky Two Sticks. But River Falls and the Wildcats come to Marshfield. They lead 6-2. Looking for a date with Stevens Point in a Division I sectional final. Mukwonago made it through in Division I down in Oconomowoc, and Arrowhead leads 1-0 over Sussex Hamilton. The winner there will match up with Mukwonago for a trip to go to state later today on Zaleski Sports. All these games live on the network today. Oliva Strum made it past Pittsville 4-0. Again, this is Ray Pingle batting.
Prokash really using that curveball a lot, this inning in particular, but at the end of last inning as well.
Royal leads DeSoto 8-1. Looking to take on the Oliva Strum Cardinals later today to go to state. Those are all the scoring updates. Not sure what the conversation was there. Home plate umpire making a gesture towards the middle of the field. I don't know what that was, though.
Looked like Ray Pingle had asked for timeout.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. And this one will get down into right field, and Ray Pingle comes through with a base hit in the third inning for the Zephyrs.
Now batting the center fielder,
So back to the top of the order we go. Luke Fairweather. Fairweather base hit in the first inning.
5 of his last 7 pitches curveballs, and now facing the top of the order, second time through. I'd expect him to continue that trend.
Throw over to first. Easily back is Pingle. Prokash looks in to Vandervest. Off and running is Pingle, and another stolen base for the Zephyrs. 2 for 2 here through 2 1/3. So Zephyrs, not only are they a fast-moving train in real life, they're also fast on the bases here in this sectional semifinal.
Nothing better than applying the mascots to the game action. That's,
Dang right.
That's a veteran broadcaster right there.
Thank you. Swing and miss from Fairweather. My favorite thing about sports are the mascots. That's what I pay attention to most anyway.
Well, we got trains against wolves here.
Trains and wolves, you know, I don't know who would win that battle in real life. I suppose a train would, right? How are you going to stop a train if you're a wolf?
If there's a collision, then certainly. If it's about nimbleness and avoiding collision, then I think the wolf has the edge.
Well, right, because a train can only follow 2 tracks. That's it. They can't deviate from the pre-assigned path. 2 balls and a strike. Bounced in. Vandervest blocks it down. Yeah, big fan of the mascots. On a sectional final softball game last week, we had an eagle, a mascot eagle, flapping around during the game, cheering on the home team. And there'll be a walk issued to Luke Fairweather. So first and second are the runners for the pitcher, Fisher McKenzie. McKenzie grounded out to second back in the first. As we are mostly cloudy skies here in Gillett. Again, looked at the radar earlier. It was just at our Rochhold site. Again, we are live at 6 locations around this great state of ours, and only 1 in a rain delay right now. And it looks to be of a somewhat temporary nature. And at last check, Pacelli was up 4-0 over Gibraltar. I think that was around the 4th inning, maybe the 5th. Strike comes right down Finnegan Lake Road. Had to do a double check there on that one. To Fisher McKenzie. I'd like to see Finnegan Lake. Low and away on the breaking ball. 1-1 the count to McKenzie.
Possible big inning here for St. Mary Catholic. You got 2 on, 1 out. The heart of the order, 2, 3, 4.
Inside corner for a strike. McKenzie was looking outside, and that one caught him by surprise on the inside corner.
Of course, on the other end of every opportunity is an opportunity for Algoma to come right back and regain that momentum with a big strikeout. What a pitch. Elevates the fastball after a couple off speeds, and Prokash looking really good so far.
5 strikeouts today for Charlie Prokash. That through 2 2/3. 8 outs, 5 of them with the K. Here is Colin Neagle, the shortstop. And Neagle, a whiff.
Charlie Prokash is working efficiently here. He managed to get Neagle last time up on 3 pitches.
Neagle, right side, shallow now drifting into right field. And making a catch, snapping the mitt shot is Dylan Seller. Wanted to make sure he hauled it in, and he did for the final out in the inning. 2.5 are in the books. No score from Gillett on Zaleski Sports.
Mattress, Mall Furniture in downtown Marshfield has mattresses, and you can save like never before. We have stacks of mattresses, save big on factory liquidations and closeouts, one-of-a-kind items, and mismatched fabrics. Save on special purchases and rollback pricing on 2-sided flippable mattresses. Discounts on adjustable bases and even clearance pricing on floor models.
The furniture people for good home furnishings. Mall Furniture, where value is yours.
Hello, I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor, Next Home Hub City. If you're a first-time home buyer or seller, or you've been around the block, because of my experience, I'm able to help you in the most efficient way. I'm a full-time, full-service realtor. I focus on my clients 100%. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Wolves coming up here, bottom of the third inning. Jack Cole, Brendan Leist, and back to the top of the order, Grant Vandervest for Algoma. Getting some information from our legion of followers in this YouTube chat. Jim watching from St. Mary High School. Many teachers had to stay and give finals. What in the world? What are they still learning today? And it's going to be a leadoff base hit for Jack Cole. Got to be the final days of school over in Neenah, you would presume, but thank you for Jim watching from school. Adam says Algoma's without their starting catcher. Okay. Again, can't confirm that. If you're not a coach on the field telling me that, all I do is just say it.
Well, whatever we see, that's the information we have. If you, it's not confirmed.
I am Ron Burgundy. Here's Braden Leist. And into right field it goes for the first out. Grab made out there by Joe Perillo. So Leist flies out for the first out. Now back to the top of the order, catcher Grant Vandervest. Seiler in right field, okay. Thank you. For Algoma. Thanks, Greg. Greg, you should be here with us. Put an extra headset on, Greg. It'd be useful. Vandervest in the first. Base hit to lead it off for Algoma. He was bunted over to second, then stranded there in the first inning. Jack Cole on first here in the third. Those are the only two base runners for the Wolves here in this one. For the Zephyrs, two base runners through 3 innings as well. So these teams playing somewhat mirror images of each other. Ball high, 2 balls and a strike to Vandervest.
Not a real big lead at first base from Jack Cole. Kind of late getting off sometimes. Lets the pitcher come set before he takes his lead. Just kind of sends me a sign that he's not likely to be going.
Outside, missed just a bit. Outside for Fisher McKenzie. It's official. Royal and Oliva Strum will match up a trip to go to state in Division 4 at Blair site, live on Zaleski Sports. First pitch in an hour. We may, today anyway, we may send our first team to state over in Blair. Full count. Swung on and missed. Actually fouled back and hung on to by Mason Wagner. That's the third strikeout today for Fisher McKenzie as Vandervest goes down swinging. And always important, Bill, that catcher hang on to that foul tip in the mitt.
Yeah, that foul tip, I was going to comment. I'm not sure if that's a talent play or if that's more of an instinctual, just squeeze it hard and be strong with it. Not to take anything away from anybody, but just one of those things that happens in baseball when the foul tip and you're able to squeeze that glove, keep the ball in it.
Yeah, just make sure you hang on to it. Here's Chase Romden. Romden watches that one sail away. 2 balls and no strikes to the Algoma shortstop. And those at home can see the clouds moving in a little bit. On the radar, no rain shown with it, but again, I'm going to underline on the radar. That's what it shows.
A little more baseball conversation. Our first baseman has his right blinker out.
He does, doesn't he? Certainly does. 3-0. Taking a strike is Romden. Well, we had pie served to us. We had tacos served to us. Rachel had some chips and cheese. We got it all made here.
I had a hot dog for breakfast. That's
and American a hot dog for breakfast. 3-1 is fouled. Full count now with 2 outs for Chase Romden. Jack Cole down at first. We'll get a head start on the delivery from Fisher McKenzie. I had a banana and a donut prior. It's good enough. Full count. This one into right field. Chasing after it is Perillo, and there for the final out of the inning. So McKenzie induces a fly ball to retire Chase Romden. And another left on, the second left on. Again, I said, Bill, both teams have had 2 left on. We have played 3. We have scored none on Zaleski Sports.
At Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Joe Perillo recorded the final putout in the third inning. He leads it off for the Zephyrs here in the fourth. Perillo, Ernsting, and Wagner. As the Zephyrs go 4, 5, 6 in the order here in the fourth. Pitching again well for the Wolves. Charlie Prokash, 5 strikeouts today, including a strikeout of Perillo back in the first.
AKA 2 sticks.
2 sticks, Chucky 2 sticks.
Continuing to deal really well today. Both pitchers, and actually going back to the last game, really good pitching all day today. This has been a lot of fun to watch. Some great pitching, masterful pitching, keeping the hitters off balance.
Yeah, Cherney, Wire, Johnson, chopper foul today. McKenzie, Prokash in this one, and again, winner here face the Bondwell Bears, and a trip game will send that winner to the state tournament in Appleton next week, where we will be in some capacity. This one rips in on the line, right, picking it right off the dirt was Parker Lishka. It was hit right at him, Coach.
Call that an atom ball, right? Mm-hmm. Really well hit, deserving of a base hit, but baseball is certainly not a fair game.
There's Jacob Ernsting. Grounder over to short back in the second inning for Ernsting. A left-handed batter for the Zephyrs. And it looks at one outside for ball one.
Come on, Sticks, let's go.
Put another quarter in.
So, yeah. That one drops low. 2 balls, no strikes now to the DH, Jacob Ernsting. Couple of near misses for Prokash.
There's a hole.
Right into left field. They call that a seeing eye single for Ernsting. Rachel knows that term.
Seeing eye single, ball's an atom ball. There's nothing more baseball than a smoked baseball for an out and a poorly hit baseball for a base hit.
If it wasn't for the people at home keeping us honest, Rachel's like, whatever. You could be right, you could be wrong.
I don't know what language these guys are speaking. But there's a runner on first and one out. That's the result.
Okay, Mason Wagner, the catcher. Strike on the inside corner. Really an unhittable pitch there from Prokash. Drop that one right at the knees to Wagner.
One of those pitches that as a hitter, boy, it's just frustrating. You kind of roll your eyes saying, what did you want me to do with that?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I have to start 0-1, huh?
So you do. So you do.
St. Mary's been pretty aggressive running bases and stealing. Let's see what they do with this one.
Blocked down that time by Vandervest. It's one of those times, especially from the third base coach's box, I wish I would have called it steal there.
Yeah.
Because he would have walked into second base.
Vandervest with a really nice defensive play there again. He's done that a couple times already, blocking balls.
The 1-1 to Wagner. Swung over the top of it for strike 2. Sun begins to peek out from behind some group of clouds somewhere. And the 1-2 just a bit low. Count even at 2 apiece.
A lot of times the thought process, too, on a third base coach, if you're in a situation you'd like to run and maybe the runner is not quite a stealing guy, but you'd like to do it anyway, you're trying to pick a pitch where it's a curveball.
There was a curveball, and that one hit right side and will get just over the Wolves' dugout. But staying put was Ernsting at first. So Chucky's 2 sticks pitching to Wags right now. And the 2-2 again. Inside on Wags, and the count is full. I mean, every Wagner I've ever known is Wags, right?
Yep.
I mean, come on.
Yep. I know 3 or 4 of them myself.
Yeah, that's just the way it is. 1 out, full count from Procash. This one, left side, going back and bringing it in over at third is Ethan Plutz. So Plutz retires Wags. And there are 2 outs for the first baseman, Aiden Burling.
Burling popped to second base his first time up.
Burling looking for a base hit here. Ernsting has been stuck in mud over at first. Now not anymore. He's chased back that time on the throw over from Procash. And that one is going to get away from Vandervest, and wild pitch has Ernsting on the bag at second. All right, you had a wild pitch there?
Yep. Wild pitch. Yeah. First pitch curveball.
Time is going to be called. They're going to run now for the DH Ernsting as he gets to second base. And going to bring in somebody perhaps a little more fleet of foot. What do we got there? 2. Alex Rice. So Rice is going to come out and run. So doing the job, though, was Ernsting. Got himself over to second. Now Rice will take over from there.
A lot of times what that means, Rice obviously a little bit quicker runner. Now with 2 outs, he only has to go one direction. Contact, you're going to score. That's the idea here. And then most likely next time Ernsting is coming back up, he'll go back and re-enter and hit for himself again.
Okay, and our umpire is making that known to the Algoma dugout. That running is Rice. Eligible to re-enter is Ernsting. So ball, no strikes to Burling. Burling right back up the box. Let's see, Rice being waved around. Here comes Rice. Here comes the throw to the plate, and they got him! Throw coming in from the right fielder, Dylan Seiler, wasn't it? Or was it the center fielder? Leist. Either way, all the way into Vandervest, and Rice is gunned down at home, and that ends the inning for the Zephyrs in the 4th. Algoma folks coming out of their seats to cheer on their Wolves here on Zaleski Sports.
Jam.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talented expertise of a big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontics and orthodontics, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for your family. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our communities and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955.
And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Brown Fine Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
All right, we come back just a bit late, and we wish you could have saw it. But instead we'll tell it to you. Parker Lishka lays down the bunt, and on his way to first, the ball overthrown. He ends up at second base. So leadoff runner on second for the Wolves here in the fourth.
That bunt had to be about 3 inches inside on the fair side territory of the baseline. Just a perfect, beautiful bunt. And then, as you know, that means you got to hurry up and get rid of it, and that throw gets rushed and thrown away. And then kind of a slower jump to go from first to second base. He looked like he was going to be out, so then back and forth the ping pong ball goes, but that throw gets thrown into left field, and everyone throws their hands in the air and says, what in the world is going on out here?
Ethan Plutz touched it, Aiden Burling touched it, and finally it was Ray Pingle touching it. And all the while, Lishka's seeing eye bunt. Just stays fair.
Excellent bunt, and then aggressive to second base. Then here we are, nobody out with something cooking for Algoma.
Apologize coming back late. They had we timed these things up, and so we can take a break here. And for whatever reason, they started this inning earlier than they had all the rest of them.
Some of the excitement last inning to end the half inning might be part of that too. When the crowd is cheering, it's hard for us to wrap things up.
True.
We get a late start, and then things are moving.
Fair enough. Yeah, again, that was Braden Leist gunning down Rice at home to end it. And now the Wolves come to bat, and here, Coach, you want to turn defensive momentum into offensive momentum, and the Wolves have.
Yeah, they certainly have. Again, that word momentum means a lot of things in high school sports. Usually you see a lot of that in basketball especially, but boy, it exists in baseball in a strange way. It's amazing how when the ball's rolling your way, sometimes it's hard to get out of that spotlight or get out of that funk.
So here's the pitcher, Charlie Prokash, owner of 5 strikeouts from the mound today, and sees ball 3 fly at the eyes. 3 balls and no strikes to the pitcher, Prokash. Greg says huge play. Out in center it was. Adam agrees. And a 4-pitch walk given to Prokash. There's that momentum.
That's it.
So that'll bring up Carson Leist, strikeout victim in the second. For his efforts, Fisher McKenzie 3 strikeouts today.
We're into that situation again where a small ball and bunting comes into play. You got the first baseman playing up. A lot of times he'll charge. Second base has to cover first on a bunt. Squaring early, getting it down.
So Leist lays it down. The throw goes to third, and it's in time. So defensively playing his position from the mound is Fisher McKenzie, and he retires the lead runner.
Bunt again back to the mound, and this time just a little bit too hard, too firm. Fisher never really thought of anywhere else, fielded it, and right away was thinking third base and made the play.
So here's the DH, Jordan Fennendahl. So Fennendahl likely not bunting here, and looks at a strike from McKenzie. Yeah, that was probably just that one chance for a bunt, right? One chance to move runners to second and third. Now you got to do it the old-fashioned way.
Yep, I think that's right.
And in the left field it goes. They will stop Prokash at third, and the bases are loaded with Wolves here in the fourth. Base hit from Fennendahl. Again, the 5-seed Algoma Wolves, the 6-seed St. Mary Zephyrs. They have upset their way into this sectional, and now the second baseman, Caden Newsel, looking to put up a number on the scoreboard. Pin drop quiet on the delivery there from Fisher McKenzie. Again, both fan bases living with every pitch now as they have realized this a pivotal moment in this sectional semifinal. Swing and a miss, snap throw to third, they got Prokash. What a throw down there from Wags. Mason Wagner erases the runner at third. And Coach, you had hands on head, tell me about it.
Well, it's hard to channel my inner coach in that moment.
I mean, tell us what you saw.
It's frustrating. Obviously, you feel safe when you're leading off third base. It's kind of what it is. In the mindset of the runner, you just feel like you're looking for a wild pitch. Everything's going your way, and you're kind of coming off and being too aggressive. An observant catcher, one that I mentioned earlier, has a very nice arm.
Mason Wagner.
You got to be careful with Wagner's arm. Again, I know his pop times to second by heart. And if I ever encounter him as the opponent, I'm going to be extra careful on how and when I want his arm involved.
Here's the 1-2. That one stays away to Newsel. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So McKenzie fielded his position for the second out. No, sorry, for the first out, and then the catcher Wagner fields it for the second out. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed, and the Zephyrs get out of it. It was bases loaded and 1 out for the Wolves, and the Wolves not able to push run across. The Zephyrs now feeling momentum as we head to the 5th. No score on Zaleski Sports.
Jam.
Buy 3 Goodyear tires and 1 is free has been extended at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Plus, get up to $200 back on 4 installed Goodyear tires when you use the Goodyear credit card. Buy 3 and 1 is free in March at Sherrill Tire and Auto. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 15 years in a row. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken is ready for your call now at 715-384-8118. Choose Drunken Chicken, BLT, Western, Mac and Cheese, Sweet Chili Chicken, and more. Plus, Scotty's has roasted chicken, fish, sandwiches, salads, and desserts. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118 and Scotty'sPizza.com.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, how can I help you?
Algoma, Nina Peeps, Scotty's Pizza. You get to Marshfield, Scotty's Pizza is a ritual. Bill, you've been there before. Just great homemade local pizza in Marshfield, Scotty's Pizza.
Delicious. Wonderful people, too, and great supporters of local athletics.
Yep, certainly are. As here the Zephyrs come to bat in the 5th inning. 8-9-1 in the order. Brazel now, then Pinkel and Fairweather.
One thing to watch for, just the fact that Charlie Procash was involved in the mistake that was made last inning. A lot of times, high school kids, they got to make sure they shake that off and not wear that with them or drag that luggage around with them the rest of the game. Hopefully he can get back on track and feel good about himself and stay focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, especially as a pitcher, right? You're so important out there. Here's the 1-1 coming from Procash to Brazel. High for a ball. Mosney leads Notre Dame 2-1 in the 6th inning. In that game, 3-hour late start, 3:15 late start today. Curveball missed. 3 balls and a strike now to the second baseman, Grant Brazel.
Just having a little issue right now with that location of the curveball. He's going to have to find a way to hone that in.
Fastball inside and a 4-5 pitch walk. And a base runner for the Zephyrs and Grant Brazel. And I was just about to say, I wonder if we're going to see Jeff DeMuse out on the mound. And indeed, here comes Jeff now. Talk to his pitcher. We're also going to get a runner. So let me say that. Noah Decker will come in and run for the second baseman, Brazel.
One note, if I could, just a quick shout-out to a good friend of mine and a competing coach in the Central Wisconsin East at Iola Scandinavia High School. They do a couple of great things throughout the year for their kids, and one of the ways they do that is having a golf outing as a fundraiser for the baseball program. That golf outing is set for Saturday, June 15th with a 10 a.m. start, and they are still looking for teams. I'm going to throw a number into our chat. That'll be the phone number you want to call or text that number if you'd like to bring a foursome, bring a group out, support local baseball for a local high school program, Iola Scandinavia. And again, watch the chat for that number if you'd like to get involved and bring a team out to play some golf.
Storms are rolling through, but according to the track on the radar, and again, I'm not the weatherman, I'm the sports guy, but it looks like it's going to miss us. So on the current track they're going now, and Bill can see there's Shawano, and it's going to roll just west of here. So good.
My own eyeballs agree.
Yeah, okay, good. Neither of us are weather guys, by the way. Pingle right back to us, right into your living room.
really hate to see a swing on that one just because as a coach, I really want you to take one strike to let that runner get into scoring position, especially with the heart coming up. You'd hate for that ball to be a line drive into a double play. When you just take one pitch, you got a guy in scoring position.
Patty listening from Iowa and says, this is great. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I've been to Iowa before, and I hope you take this as a joke, but it's a low bar, impressing folks from Iowa. Joking, Patty. I'm joking. I've been in the RAGBRAI, the bike tour across Iowa. 2016 RAGBRAI. Had a great time in Iowa. Man, if you like pork, and they do in Iowa, that bike ride is amazing. Pass ball, or are you going stolen base there, sir?
It's got to be stolen base. He was off with the pitch, and at that point, if they drop it or if anything goes wrong, it's still a stolen base in my book.
So stolen base for the courtesy runner Noah Decker, and a runner in scoring position now for the Zephyrs.
After a first pitch swinging with the base runner going, that time squared to bunt and pulled it back.
Pingle pulls it back again as that one rode inside on him, and the runner down to third. Back-to-back stolen bases for Decker, and with nobody out, a runner on third for the Zephyrs. He was Decker out there doing his dance. He's got a stolen base dance, right? Okay. Sometimes you get a base hit dance. This dude's got a stolen base dance. 2-1 from Procash. And hit him in the helmet. And then I think it was a double doink because I think our home plate umpire took it off the mask then. But no worse for the wearer is Pingle. He heads down to first. Runners on the corners after the hit by pitch. For the top of the order, the center fielder, Luke Fairweather. Base umpire comes to check on their partner behind the plate. He's going to walk it off here just a bit.
Kind of showing off. First base umpire just showing off. Look, I don't have any bruises.
Yeah.
I'm loving life over here.
He thumbs up. Okay.
Thumbs up.
So everybody's okay. Again, that double doinked off the lid of Pingle and then off the mask of our home plate umpire. But everybody's okay, so they say.
First and third situation, usually a running situation, but St. Mary Catholic's been so aggressive so far today, and there's nobody out. I don't think they're going to wait to get a runner on second base as quickly as they can.
And there he goes. And the throw will be cut, and a stolen base for Pingle. Throw came high, though, from Vandervest, almost not cut.
Looked to me like they had both cutoff men in front of second base. They had no intention of throwing it down.
So in at third comes in Carson Leist.
And having that infield the whole infield is up. That allows the second base runner to get an extra large lead. And now a base hit that squeezes through an infield is going to be 2 runs, not 1.
The 1-1 to Fairweather. Inside, and ball 2. No, strike 2, sorry. Okay, so strike 2 flies in. Now Fairweather's got to increase his strike zone with 2 runners in scoring position. Bounced in and stopped by Vandervest.
And now 2-2, and coming off of several fastballs, this is what I would be reminding my third base runner. This is a wild pitch type count. Watch that curve in the dirt.
2-2 from Procash. Breaking ball that is sent into left field. Infield fly is actually called, and there is 1 away. Got the infield fly rule there with runners on second and third. That ball about 30 feet into the outfield grass.
I'd say still the correct call. It's easy enough you let that ball bounce on the thick grass. You pick it up and throw to third, and then second you get the runners in a difficult situation.
Okay. Now we turn to the pitcher, Fisher McKenzie, and it's one of those baseball adages I really can't stand. When the pitcher comes to the plate and the announcer says he can really help himself here, I just don't like that one. But help is coming as that one's going to drop. In comes Decker, and the Zephyrs take a 1-0 lead here in the 5th. RBI from Fisher McKenzie. Over to third goes Pingle. And we get our first run of the game here in the 5th inning. And back out comes Jeff DeMuse. And I wonder, we're going to get a pitching change here in Gillett. Pitching change coming up. We'll catch you up with that right after this on Zaleski Sports.
BBD Sports Shop is your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors this summer. They have turkey calls, decoys, and more from HS Strut, Mojo, and Woodhaven. Food plot seed and mineral from Big & J, Real Deal, Big Tine, and Whitetail Magic. And a wide variety of Big Bear Down scent sprays and bear bait. By the bag, by the barrel, and by the truckload. 2 convenient Wisconsin locations or online at BigBearDown.com.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
New pitcher for the Wolves is going to be Carson Leist. Carson Leist comes in to pitch here in the 5th inning. And it looks like Pro Cash is just going to take his spot at 3rd. So just do a straight switch out there. As the final warm-up pitches coming here from Carson Leist. Again, the winner here takes on Bondwell. That game, I guess technically first pitch is scheduled for 5, but it'll be 30 minutes after the conclusion of this game. So that's really the math. You can have a scheduled time, and that's why I emphasize that word, but it'll be a game to go to state. And right now, St. Mary with 1-run lead. 1 out here as we play in the top of the 5th inning. But still early. We're just midway through here. But Zephyr's got to feel good, Bill, about getting the run here in the 5th inning.
Yeah, they really do, and it's a difficult thing to do. We even highlighted it coming into this half inning, but the drama last half inning really felt like kind of exactly what we warned. You don't want to wear that luggage and baggage as you come out to the mound. We walked the leadoff hitter and then a hit by pitch, and then the whole inning just sort of unraveled on him. But really a nice outing at the start, and doesn't take anything away from what Charlie Procash has been able to do thus far.
Hit and run was on there as McKenzie was taking off, and it doesn't matter. That's going to get to the fence. In comes Pingle. McKenzie turns from 3rd. It's a 2 RBI double for Colin Nigel. Took the first pitch from Carson Leist off the fence in right center. It's a way to get after that new pitcher. Do you believe that was the instruction given from the dugout there? Let's just get after him right away?
I think the idea is to be aggressive. You got a situation where their backs are against the wall. It's an opportunity, and I think they were able to take advantage of it and execute. There was a stolen base on with a green light to the hitter. I don't believe it was a designed hit and run. It was more of a run and hit is the other way around.
Okay.
Runner going, but go ahead and hit if you like it.
Big swing there from Joe Perillo as the Zephyrs now enjoy a 3-0 lead here in the 5th inning. Joe today 0 for 2. Nice job. Indeed, if the starting catcher is out today, Grant Vandervest doing a great job. Able to get out and chase that one down, keep Nigel at 2nd. So the 1-1 now to Perillo. Low for a strike at the knees. One ball, 2 strikes. Roller, right side, tough play, and there's no play to be made. That was a tough play there. I'm a generous scorer. I give an infield base hit there. I don't believe that was a customary and usual play, especially at the high school level. Neitzel had to run all the way to his left. And a fast runner in Perillo.
You're looking for my approval. I agree.
Okay.
Stamped. Base hit.
Stamped, all right. Well, there's some hardcores out there that wouldn't have wanted Joe Perillo to have a base hit there.
Yeah, I like a lot of things you said at the high school level. I think that's not a routine play by any measure.
Correct.
You're on the move, you're going the wrong way, and the ball didn't hop where you wanted it to.
So we get the runner here is Sam Finch. So Finch runs for Perillo. And that brings up the DH, Jacob Ernsting. Ernsting, the 7th batter of the inning here for the Zephyrs with just 1 out.
And with one out in first and third, expect there to be movement on the bases yet again.
Grant Vandervest sets the defense. Again, Cardin Leist coming in of relief of Charlie Procash here in the inning. Throw over to first with a runner on third. That always makes me a little nervous. It wasn't a zip of a throw.
No, and it would. What we've been seeing a lot today is the pitcher takes a step back with his right foot rather than what I would call a jump step, where it's quick and to the point to get an out.
Off and running, and there will be their throw, but the throw is cut, so stolen base for Finch. And the Zephyrs are running all game long here on the Wolves. So it's up to the pitcher now, Carson Leist, to retire Ernsting. Ernsting back up the middle. That'll score Neagle. In comes Finch, and it is 5-0 St. Mary Catholic. 2 RBI base hit for Jacob Ernsting. And the inning continues for the Zephyrs.
Now batting the catcher, number 6, Mason Wagner.
So that brings up Mason Wagner. Wags 0 for 2 today, strikeout, flyout. But he's got a runner in scoring position, and Jacob Ernsting. Wind begins to pick up here in Gillett, which is a relief for most in attendance. Gonna help cool things off a little bit. Again, storms rolling through to our west, but not headed this way, according to the radar. I always want to say that last part.
Yeah.
Because I have no idea, and I've been told for years you can't predict the weather, so I don't even really care. I just go outside, and whatever happens, happens. Low and away goes Leist.
I find there's not a lot of things that are truly still a mystery day to day, so why know the weather? It can be fun to find out along the way.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been outside with a tank top and shorts, and it's been 35 degrees, and I've been with a sweater and pants, and it's been 85. I pick wrong sometimes, but I don't study the weather ahead of time. Not a big concern of mine from day to day. Wagner, roller, left side. That'll move the runner to third. High throw, and everybody is safe. High throw came over from Romden, and everybody is safe. Wagner to first, Ernsting to third. And the Wolves fans behind us getting upset, throwing things around.
Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating, though, and especially the pitcher's struggling and gets the ground ball where you need it, and it's a hard game. It's a hard game. Ball doesn't always bounce the way you want it, and that one, it looked like it just took an extra look to get it into the glove, and then you have to rush the throw, and it didn't quite go where we aimed it.
So 1 out in the inning, 5 across. 9th batter here is Aiden Burling, and we do have a runner on first. I believe that's Rice again out there running.
I don't expect him to miss a beat before he heads for second.
Burling either didn't understand the signs or asked for him again, and our third base coach says, yep, here you go. Low and inside for a ball. Here's the pitch from Leist. High. Runner is off and moving. Throw goes to third. And a stolen base again for the Zephyrs. They continue to run on the Wolves here in this one. Bears coaching staff up the third base line, paying attention right now to these running Zephyrs. Check swing foul, and oohs and ahs, that went into a car.
That's funny for everybody but one.
That's right. One guy here not happy. He will leave upset no matter if his team goes to state or not. Fouled again, and staying alive is Aiden Burling.
I hope he has a friend like Jamie Schley, American Family Insurance.
Well, he'd be wise if he did. And it's for sure not legal, but you pick her up today and then tomorrow you say it happened. Not legal, though. That is against the law. Swanee into center field. Playable. And tagging from third is Ernsting. The throw comes all the way in. He's safe. 6-0 Zephyrs. RBI sac fly from Aiden Burling. And they have batted around, batter number 10. Where we started, this is Grant Brazel.
Always a tough read. Does the runner at second, is he expected to tag and advance? And I'd be quick to make the argument that you should. You should be able to tag. If the runner on third is tagging, he's got all the attention coming home. You should be able to swipe third there too, and now you can score from a couple other ways that maybe you couldn't from second base.
Yeah, because you figure there's 2 throws coming back in, right? So you've got 2 throws to get to third, and like you said, with the attention on the runner going to home anyway, you put whoever the cutoff there is in a decision point, and he's probably going to come home. So something to learn there for the youngster out at second. He'll go home and watch this game back and hear you say that, and he'll say, yeah, okay.
Part of it has to do with his read, too. If he read base hit off the bat, then you don't necessarily want to retreat. You want to be able to score if it falls in. So just more and more reps and just being aware that a lot of the attention's coming toward home. So easy 90 feet you could have grabbed.
Ball and a strike to Brazel. Pokes this one into right. That's going to get down. And gets by the right fielder. So the run will score. In comes Tarver Trinkner. I finally got to see his number to see who it was scoring. And it is 7-0 Zephyrs.
Now batting, the left fielder, Ray Pingle.
So here's Ray Pingle, the 11th batter here in the 5th inning. 7-0 Zephyrs. 2 outs. 7 across here in the inning. Not the way the Wolves had this one forecast. And we talked about momentum, Bill. I look back at my score sheet, and it was bases loaded in the bottom of the 4th with 1 out.
Yep.
And the Wolves essentially ran themselves out of the inning. Some base running blunders out there, and the momentum went right back to the Zephyrs.
Yeah, and even just a shade before that, I would say it all started with the bunt back to the pitcher was just a little too much. They got thrown out of third. Then they load the bases, and then a mistake at third base, and then unable to capitalize, and that led to the baggage and starting this inning with a heavy weight on their shoulders.
Strike at the letters to Pingle. 2 balls and 1 strike. So what's ahead of the Wolves here is 3 innings and a bunch of runs, but you got 3 innings out there yet. This one, slow roller over to short. Romden will take the easy throw over to second as he flips to Newsel for the out, and the Wolves finally get out of it. But not before the Zephyrs push 7 across here in the 5th. They lead it 7-0 on Zaleski Sports.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
Printer, jam.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
All right, for the Wolves, they start anew here in the 5th inning. Jack Cole, Braden Leist, and then back to the top of the order, and Grant Vandervest, and first pitch swinging. It's going to be a base hit for Jack Cole here in the 5th. So I just think back to that 4th, Bill, and, you know, there were base runners, there were base hits, And perhaps Algoma was beginning to kind of crack the code on Fisher McKenzie, and so they got to really come back with it right away in the 5th inning.
Yeah, that momentum is a tricky thing, but you have a chance. There's a way to flush it away, and especially starting with a leadoff base hit to get this thing going.
Leist, first pitch swinging. 5 and into right field, and an error has the first 2 Wolves base runners on. Looking to go 5-6-3, but the 5 didn't happen.
If you're looking to get out of a funk, a great way to start is get your first 2 runners on, your 8 and 9 hitters on base for the top of the order. This is a great opportunity to shift this thing back in their favor and get back in this game for Algoma.
Like they say in baseball, just somehow, some way. And there it was, base hit error somehow, some way. Top of the order here in Grant Vandervest as McKenzie steps off. It is going to be Muskego and Arrowhead on Zaleski Sports. First pitch coming up in about 45 minutes. The winner goes to state. This one is hit right side, chasing after it. An underhand attempt comes up just a bit short, made by Aiden Burling. A good effort.
You saw before the first pitch here with first and second, nobody out. Just an inside move, as they call it in baseball, lifting that front leg and then pivoting back towards second base. A common move that I was taught at Winona State to do anytime there's first and second, nobody out, just to see if he squares.
Curveball stays high to Vandervest.
And to me, what that means is a big shout out to Coach Hoganson, teaching the boys some college level stuff that they're able to do correctly here in sectionals.
Another step off. Chase back to second is Cole. And for Algoma, you're down by 7. It's just one batter at a time here. Swung on and missed by Vandervest. Ball and 2 strikes to the Algoma catcher. Because you can't score all 7 at once. It's going to have to be 1 at a time. And just like St. Mary, right? It was 1 at a time. Able to build up that 7-run lead.
Yeah, well, it isn't a big inning until it slowly builds to become one. Off to a good start here yet again, though. First and second runners are on.
The 2-2. Oh, swung on and missed. Vandervest took a big swing at it. And now the shortstop, Chase Romden. Romden. Fisher McKenzie turns, throws into center field. Now the throw will come all the way to third. That'll allow both base runners to advance. And again, the coach is shaking his head. It seems so easy not to do, right? It just seems so easy, but it's so tempting all at the same time.
I know. It's almost like, and it happens all the time. You can just see the wheels turning in their heads. You can see what's about to happen, and you're just saying, no, 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 no.
Well, you want to be the man, right? And you want to gun him down at third. I mean, that's what goes through the mind. Here's the 1-1. Inside corner for strike 2. Nice pitch there from Fisher McKenzie. Dotted the outside corner. McKenzie works fast, and the 1-2. Bouncer, slow roller. That'll score 1, and then through the wickets. Around comes Leist, and the Wolves have scored 2 here in the 5th. Errors aplenty for the Zephyrs here in the inning. Romden stays at first, but that goes right through the wickets of Colin Neagle. And the Wolves have scored twice. 1 out. Fouled back by Parker Lishka. Yeah, just a lack of concentration, right?
0-0 baseball through 4 innings, and now all of a sudden we can't seem to, nothing seems to be going right for anybody.
Swung on a miss, chased the high heat, did Lishka. No balls, 2 strikes to the first baseman Lishka, and down he goes. 5th strikeout today for Fisher McKenzie. So Zephyrs with the chance to end the madness here as Charlie Prokash comes to bat. The Wolves, on the other hand, looking for Prokash to get on and keep this train rolling. Quick check over at Romden on first, and coming home is McKenzie, and that fouls off the left ankle of Wags. He acts like there was no pain there, but those hurt.
There's a sting there for sure.
Yeah, maybe he caught part of that shin guard, but ouch. 1-1. Right and foul. Wolves fans continue to cheer for Sticks now from the plate. Ball and 2 strikes from Fisher McKenzie. Foul back. This one is going to be placed into right field and off the glove of the right fielder Perillo. And everybody is safe.
No.
The throw, though, goes to third, and that's going to send Romden in to score. Another fielding miscue for the Zephyrs here in the inning. Rather than just getting it in, we fire it all the way across the diamond, and the Wolves have scored a third run here in the 5th.
And unfortunately, again, I don't know where you come down on scoring on that one, but I have an error in right field for the ball falling in the first place, and then another error in right field on the throw. The throw wasn't a bad one. If he's going to make it, the ball got there, but a little careless and not blocking the ball. If we can't get it out, you got to keep it in front. And I'd also just be quick to ask, where is the backup? We got to have someone backing up those throws so we're prepared for that situation if and when it comes about. So a little lackadaisical this whole inning in a lot of ways, and in a couple of different places on the field.
There's Carson Leist as it goes inside. Yeah, every time the ball is put in play, everybody has to go somewhere, right? I mean, those are just the basics. Everybody should be going somewhere, and outfielders were watching that time.
Yep. And it may not be a popular take because he is pitching a great game, but I was a pitcher growing up, and the pitcher is the primary in my mind. That
he was watching also,
when
wasn't
the ball's hit, you have somewhere to be. Get there.
Yep. 3 balls, no strikes. And taking for strike 1 is List, looking to get on base. Probably be taking again here on the 3-1. Just looking to keep momentum going are the Wolves. The 3-1 from McKenzie, and reached for ball 4 did Leist. So full count now to the pitcher Carson Leist. And a walk. And here comes the 8th batter of the inning for the Wolves. Again, it was 11 batting in the top of the inning for the Zephyrs. And here comes batter number 8 for Algoma. And this will be Jordan Venendahl. As Wags is going to go out to talk to McKenzie. Dugout for the Zephyrs stirs, and here comes Coach.
Coach Hoganson also just watching what he's shouting out right now. Asking his outfielders to play double depth, meaning just stay back a little bit. Don't let a double fall in. We don't want to be caught too far up. As a double would score 2 runs in that one.
Okay, so talk continues on the mound.
Would you also agree that what we've seen so far in the first 2 games, it's a big, thick grass out there.
Yeah.
So even a hard ground ball is going to die in that outfield grass before it gets too far.
Yes.
So should be able to come in hard. And it makes it kind of tricky for those runners to score from second when the ball dies so soon. It's not as long a throw as you might think.
Correct. So here's Jordan Venendahl. Fly out, base hit in the 4th inning. Looking to keep the inning going for the Wolves, and fouls the first straight back. Rachel's happy there's a fence there. It's a question I had on a few broadcasts this year. How long did it take? You think back to the 1800s. How long did it take before they realized, you know what, we're going to have to put a fence back here? You know, because you either had to chase the ball a million miles away or spectators were getting hit. This is delivered into left field. They will hold Prokash at third, and the bases are loaded. Back-to-back innings with the bases loaded for Algoma. They weren't able to score out of it in the 4th inning. And you figure they're down 4 here in the 5th. They may need to score out of it here in the 5th.
Yeah, I mean, it's opportunities, right? It's a game of opportunities. We saw it in the first game today, too. You have to be able to come through in the big moments with runners on base. Opportune hitting is a big part of this game. And obviously the opportunity knocks right here, bouncing right back after falling down 7-0. Here they are, just knocking right at the door. It's been a good inning so far, but the result on this at-bat might decide whether or not this was a successful inning.
9th batter of the inning is the second baseman, Caden Newsel. Pitch comes from McKenzie. Foul back. So good. So here's my question, right? So because spectators had to be getting hurt if there wasn't a fence there. So they were like, okay, nobody's coming to watch our games anymore, and we got to run 3 blocks away to get that ball. Let's put a fence there. I just wonder how long it took. So that's my question. I don't know if we'll ever know the answer. Like in football, we know how long it took to get a leather helmet. We know that because it was written about. Nobody wrote about it in baseball. Just somebody put a fence up someday. And then that guy was hailed as a baseball genius after that. Strike 3 looking. Newsel takes a look at the 3rd strike, the 6th strikeout today from Fisher McKenzie. And the inning comes to an end, but a good inning for the Wolves. They do strand 3, but they score 3. As we move now to the top of the 6th inning, it is St. Mary Catholic 7, Algoma 3 on Zaleski Sports.
Sprouts Learning Garden with 2 convenient central Wisconsin locations. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Little Sprouts has been around for almost 7 years here in Auburndale. In Rudolph, we've been open for about 2.5. We serve here in Auburndale, we have 6 weeks old up until 12-year-olds. And then in Rudolph, we have 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds. The biggest thing that we do with them is we have play-based learning so that they learn through play with each other. And social skills are a huge part of what we do with them.
Find Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Hey everybody, Nat over at Wheeler Chevrolet GMC, and I am standing in our all-new Express Lane. Open now, no appointment necessary. Stop on in and get things like oil changes, filters, quick lubes. No appointment necessary. See you soon.
Printer, jam.
It's the 6th inning. We're talking about history in sports here, and it took about 20 years for footballers to decide they should wear some sort of head protection. Took cagers. That's what they were called back then because they played inside of a cage. Basketball took cagers about 10 years to decide. We should cut the hole out of the bottom of the basket so we don't have to bring the ladder out and bring the ball out. But you said, is that true? It is true. But the other thing to remember, though, back then is they only got the ball in the basket like 2 or 3 times a game. So they weren't scoring 100 points back then. They were scoring 2 or 3. So it wasn't that big of a deal. But I just think of these other sports, it took a really long time. But in baseball, unless the barn was your backstop, you would figure they'd probably pick that up pretty soon.
Yeah, I would think it happened pretty quickly. I'm just thinking out loud here.
As Luke Fairweather leads off into shallow right field, and the play made out there by Dylan Seiler for the first out of the inning.
Just thinking when I was a young man, 7 years old in my backyard playing, with baseball with a tennis ball. If we didn't have a backstop, you only chase that thing 5 or 6 times, and then you kind of look at each other and say, I guess we need to go find something to put behind here. This is kind of crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing to do with safety, just to do with laziness and not having to go that far.
Well, you're going to run out of energy to complete the game because you're chasing the loose balls all over the place. Here's Fisher McKenzie. McKenzie today, base hit, run scored.
Big RBI base hit last time up, 1 for 3 on the day. 6
strikeouts from the mound.
Part of me does wonder if he'll be taking the mound next inning. It was a longer inning, and it's late in the game. It just might be that time. If the Zephyrs have a go-to relief arm, it might be the time to do it.
Okay, we shall find out when the bottom of the inning arises. Taking the whole way for strike 1. 3 balls and a strike now to McKenzie.
And I am seeing some activity down behind their dugout. Hard to make out the number.
Okay.
But there is activity throwing.
McKenzie, roller, bobbled, and the throw will be late. An error with 1 out puts Fisher McKenzie aboard. Sharply hit ball, but not able to be found in the glove of Romden. So here's the shortstop, Colin Neagle. Neagle with that big 2 RBI base hit that really started the whole thing rolling in the 5th inning for the Zephyrs. So we play here in the 6th, 7-3. St. Mary Catholic leading Algoma, looking for a date with Bonduel. Off and running is McKenzie. The throw is late, and another stolen base for the Zephyrs. I'm not keeping track of them, but my memory tells me that's got to be about the 8th stolen base here today. There were a couple double steals along the way. I don't know what you'll come up with it probably.
I'll have it for you in a moment.
Okay, I guess 8.
Double checking now.
Yeah, all right. Bill's going to do a recount. Here's, again, Colin Neagle. Neagle watches one bounce in.
And that makes 9. 9 on the day.
All right. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. This one delivered into left field. Playable. Coming on. And the catch is made in left field by Jack Cole for the second out of the inning. Fine play there by Jack Cole. Okay, 2 outs, and Joe Perillo. Perillo had an adventure in that 5th inning in right field, didn't he?
It was.
Yeah.
It was an activity, that's for sure.
He'll come to bat here.
And that's all right. You know, they're young kids. They're young kids. They're
100%.
doing the best they can with these things.
And caught here is McKenzie, but he stopped running as the ball was in the dirt, and the chase is on. McKenzie will be tagged out, and that does it for the Zephyrs here in the 6th inning. It looked like as that ball was in the dirt, he had a chance to retreat back to second. Didn't, and the play is made. So the Zephyrs go down somewhat quietly and somewhat interestingly in the 6th inning. The bottom of the 6th coming up. Algoma coming to bat after this on Zaleski Sports.
True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for.
Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wietrich family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
All right, Algoma coming up here, 6th inning. Trail by 4. They will bat 8-9-1 in the order. Jack Cole will lead it off in the 6th for the Wolves. And back on to pitch. Coach Bill Held would have made a pitching change, but as we see here, Coach Jeff Hoganson doesn't and sends back Fisher McKenzie here in the 6th inning.
And just like last inning, nice play.
Diving play in center field as that one is hauled in by Luke Fairweather and an otherwise well-hit ball by Jack Cole.
Yeah,
You thought that was a hit off the bat.
Algoma Wolves batted around last inning, so we had the same setup with 8-9 coming up, looking to get on, and Jack Cole able to lead off with a base hit last inning. This time a good soft line drive out in the gap, but a nice diving catch to keep this thing clean on the bases this inning.
There's Braden Leist. Leist today 0 for 1, did reach and score by error in the 5th inning. But that does not count as an at-bat in the game of baseball. Into center field, and there is Luke Fairweather. The Wolves are keeping Fairweather busy here in the 6th inning. But 2 chances and 2 putouts for Fairweather, and now to the top of the order is the catcher Grant Vandervest.
Get on for the big guys behind you. Let's go.
Vandervest fouls it right back to Rachel. She She was a little shook there as that came back. Yeah, just a little. Just a little.
I always find there's two types of baseball folks. There's those who put a hand up to catch a ball, and there's those who duck their heads out of the way.
Instinct.
It's good to have a mixture of crowd around here.
Instinct. Fight, flight, or freeze. Bill was flying, Rachel was freezing.
I like to attack.
Yeah. 2 balls and a strike now to Vandervest. As Fisher McKenzie looks to finish 6 innings, and it looks like he's going to have the chance. This ball hit right side. Under it is Brazel. And a very simple, how about that for a change? A very simple 1-2-3 inning as our 6th inning comes to an end. 7th inning as we inch closer to a sectional final date against the Bondwell Bears. It'll be the Zephyrs coming to bat in the 7th right after this on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
"2023 was a year of change, innovation, building something new, and teamwork. The H&S legacy is evolving, and we're carrying it forward, designing equipment that helps farmers get the job done, looking ahead to the future of farming while staying true to the values that have brought us this far and made us who we are today. H&S, strong heritage, strong people, stronger future."
7th inning, it'll be Perillo, Ernsting, and Wagner all due up for the Zephyrs. Again, Jason Zaleski here, the coach, Bill Held to my right, and the sectional format. You've got 3 games, you've got to play in 2, you've got to win 2 to go to state, and then pitching comes into question. So tell us about a strategy. You've been through this a few times. Tell us about a strategy now as you're thinking, if you're Bondwell and as St. Mary, what's the strategy now for this 3rd game?
Yeah, I was a bat boy and a manager growing up as my dad ran a program in Whitewater High School for 21 years. So I got to see this all growing up, and he and I have had a number of conversations about it. And the reality is in Division 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, as we continue to add more divisions.
Yeah.
If you're not Division 1, you need 2 pitchers to get through regionals, 2 pitchers to get through sectionals, and 2 pitchers to get through state. Whereas Division 1 teams, they need 1 to get through regionals, 2 to get through sectionals, and 3 to get through state.
You talk about a quality 1.
A quality, yes. And
yeah.
These are just guys at starting pitch. Of course, you need supporting cast.
This one into the gap, and a leaping catch made by Jack Cole to retire Joe Perillo.
Love watching him run that down in the gap. Great play.
Here is Jack Ernsting. Go ahead. Yeah, finish up this thought.
But where it comes to the sectional in particular, it is a different look. All season long, and in the first couple of regional games, you have 1 game to win. You have a game plan going in. You execute on that plan, and it's okay if you deviate. You have time to think it over and kind of reset your plan for the next day. Whereas here at sectionals, it's all in 1 day. There's so many unpredictables, and you have to be willing and able to stay flexible with your game plan going in, your pitching plans going in. It's 1 loss and you're done, so you got to keep that in mind. And really what it ends up being is you do what you got to do to win Game 1, and in Game 2 you put out whatever the heck you have left, whatever gives your team the best chance to win. And I enjoy that format. I like the randomness to it. With that, it's also just a Wisconsin tradition. Sectionals is a 1-day thing, and 4 teams go in, 1 team goes to state. It's a pretty unique experience, and it's difficult to replicate.
Jim in the chat, he said something that to me was a little bit profound. It's a bit of a different kind of doubleheader.
Oh yeah.
You know, you've played doubleheaders during the year, and between the games, everybody lines up at the concession stand. You take a restroom break, you eat a hot dog, and you play the second game. But this is different though, because somebody's season will end in that second game of the doubleheader.
Yeah, there's
You just don't want it to be you, as Ernsting into center field, and coming on calmly making the catch is Braden Leist for out number 2.
Yeah, it's there is something special to it when your season is on the line all day long. That is, it is exhausting. It is challenging. The kids can certainly feel that. The coaches feel it. I'm sure the fans. I haven't been able to experience that as a parent yet, but I'm sure it feels very similar. It's an exciting day of baseball, and especially when you're the one out of the 4 teams advancing, it is very rewarding in the end, and it's something you can hang your hat on, that experience. Obviously, just disappointing for 3/4 of the people that are here in attendance.
Mosinee beats Notre Dame 2-1, and they will play in a sectional final a little bit later on, right here on this network, Zaleski Sports. Hudson was down 6-2 in Marshfield earlier. They now lead 7-6, top of the 7th with 2 outs. So Hudson looking for a date with Spash on a game to go to state on Zaleski Sports. Mason Wagner, 2 balls and a strike. Algoma will need at least 4 in the bottom of the 7th to have that same thing said. Wags, straightaway left field. Backing up is Cole, and he makes the catch for the final out of the inning. So 3 fly balls, 3 outs, and the top of the 7th has come to an end. It's going to be 2-3-4 for the Wolves as they look for 4 right after this on Zaleski Sports.
At House of Heating, making your home comfortable is our biggest priority. That's why we offer dependable HVAC solutions and quality work in central Wisconsin. Our pros are knowledgeable in a wide variety of services so you can feel confident in your results. They'll offer the support you need, whether it's putting in a modern HVAC system or working on and maintaining your current unit. Get in touch with House of Heating at 715-384-3163 or contact houseofheating.com. House of Heating, heating and cooling the air you breathe.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
All right, back here, just checking on some other scores. They were in about an hour plus rain delay over in Rosholt. That second game, Pacelli and Gibraltar. Pacelli leads 3-0 in the second inning. And as Bill correctly pointed out as we came back here, bottom of the second with the bases loaded. They've had to have the bases loaded for over an hour during the rain delay, but it looks like they're getting ready to go back on the field if you're looking for that game. Pacelli and Gibraltar are going on in Rosholt now. Chase Romden, Parker Lishka, and Charlie Prokash as the Wolves looking for base runners here in the 7th inning as they trail by 4.
Season on the line. You want your 2-3-4 hitters to be the guys who get you going.
Inside is looking for a complete game here is Fisher McKenzie. He starts the 7th. Again, the coach to my right would have taken him out after the 5th. That one fouled back. No balls, 2 strikes now to the shortstop, Chase Romden.
Yeah, and the thought process there, of course, it was just a long inning. He faced Algoma managed to bat around late in the game, and that's a lot of strain on the arm. And assuming there's a good 2, 3, and 4 pitchers behind him, just an opportunity to mix it up. But obviously proving me wrong here. He's looking really sharp. He's continuing to break off those curveballs and putting them out of the zone, making the hitters chase. So getting the first out is a big one.
Romden strikes out. That is strikeout number 7 for Fisher McKenzie. And that brings up the first baseman, Parker Lishka. Fastball outside corner for a ball. Okay. I heard a vocal call there, but it was a ball.
Yeah. And it was on the edge there.
Yep. Lifted, left side, looking forward is Plutz, and underhand grab for the second out of the inning. So 2 outs, and the Wolves down to their final out here in 2024. And today's starting pitcher, Charlie Prokash, coming in. Again, he was relieved for back in that 5th inning.
Now batting the third baseman, number 11, Charlie Prokash.
As Carson Leist came in, pitched pretty well. But, back-to-back innings, Algoma in the 4th and the 5th had bases loaded, able to score 3 out of that. And now down to the final out. Prokash, right side, backing up, looking at it. Brazel, and he'll give way to the right fielder, Perillo. And the St. Mary Catholic Zephyrs are moving on to a sectional final as they defeat the Algoma Wolves today. Your final score, St. Mary Catholic 7 and Algoma 3. We have a scheduled first pitch of 4 o'clock. That is 40 minutes from now. This broadcast will shut off, and St. Mary Catholic fans, go back to your YouTube start page or go to ZaleskiSports.com, where you will get the start and the first pitch of the sectional final between the Bondwell Bears and the St. Mary Catholic Zephyrs. Again, first pitch scheduled at 4 o'clock. This stream will end, and a new one will begin at around 3:45. In about 20 minutes or so, that new one will begin, and we'll have that sectional final for you. Trip to state on the line in a bit on Zaleski Sports.